Have you ever heard the story of the 7 boys who slept in this cave for over 300 years? There once lived a blasphemer tyrant king named Dukyanus in an area in present-day Turkey. This king used to order the people to worship idols. So when King Dukyanus heard that 7 boys embraced the religion of Islam, he called them to his court and ordered them to leave Islam, threatening their lives. The names of these boys were Maksalamin, Amlikha, Maratunis, Yanyunis, Sazamunis, Dawanawanis, and Kashfitit. However, King Dukyanus did not want to kill them immediately, claiming that they were young and immature. So he sent them back to their homes and left the city. Upon his travel, the 7 boys decided to run away from the city, wanting to protect their faith. One of them said, "I know a cave in the mountains. My father used to secure the sheep in it. Let's go there and hide until Allah grants us victory." So they went outside playing with a ball so that nobody would notice them, then they fled. When they reached the cave, they found fruits and water, so they ate and drank, and then they slept. They fell into a deep sleep on the floor, however their eyes were opened. Night after day, years passed one after the other, and the boys were sound asleep, nothing would disturb them. The winds wouldn't wake them, and the sun would not hit them directly. It was narrated that an honorable angel was in charge of turning their bodies twice a year on their left and on their right so their bodies wouldn't decay. And it was narrated that their eyes were left open because it was better for their eyes to be exposed to the air. That way they would not get impaired by lengthy closure. Then, after 309 years, Allah made them wake up. Have you ever heard the story of the 7 boys who slept in this cave for over 300 years? After 309 years, Allah made the 7 boys wake up. After waking up, the boys could not stand the hunger that they felt. They began to ask one another how long they stayed in the cave. One of them said, "We stayed 1 day or less." Another one said, "We slept this morning and now the sun is getting ready to set." Another boy said, "Let's stop wondering. God knows how long we've stayed. Anyhow, let us send one of us with some money to go bring some food. That person must be alert and smart. No one should recognize him or else he will be followed. Then King Dukyanus and his followers will be told." So they sent Amlikha in search of food. When Amlikha reached the city, he was fearful and watchful. He looked confused. He was not familiar with his surroundings and didn't recognize anyone's face. He was surprised by the changes in the landmarks. Nervousness and agitation appeared in his glances and footsteps. Someone noticed Amlikha and asked him, "Are you a stranger to this city and what are you looking for?" Amlikha said, "I'm not a stranger and I'm looking for food to buy. I did not find the place where I used to buy food." So the man took Amlikha to the owner of a restaurant. When Amlikha took out his money and gave it to the seller thought that Amlikha had discovered treasure when he saw the 300-year-old money. The people began to crowd Amlikha. The news of Amlikha reached the new Muslim king who had replaced King Dukyanus. The king eagerly awaited to meet Amlikha. When meeting him, the king asked him about his story. So he told him what happened to him and his friends. So the king and the people of the city walked to the cave with Amlikha. He said, "I will go inside first so that my friends do not get scared." So he went inside and informed the other boys of what had happened. He told them that King Dukyanus had passed away and that the new king was a pious Muslim. They were happy with the news and went outside and greeted the king and then returned to the cave.